There have been talks, a lot of talks actually, about a potential Deontay Johnson trade this offseason. What's funny is, you know how we did the whole meme where it was like it's been X amount of games since Deontay Johnson has dropped a pass? Well, I think we could do the same thing in this scenario. And actually, back to that meme. Unfortunately, I think we ended the season on the number 0. I think Diontae had a drop in that Browns game. But my point is this. I feel like we could do the same thing with these Deontay Johnson trade rumors. Like, it's been how many months since Diontae has not been brought up in trade rumors, or that Steeler Nation has not wanted to trade Diontae or try to trade him? Like, this has been a key theme surrounding Diontae ever since last offseason, whenever he was looking for that new contract. But the timing with these particular trade talks right now probably make more sense than ever. Diontae is coming off of his worst season statistically since his rookie year. Now, I do think those stats will lie to you, because I actually feel like Diontae played pretty damn well last season. But his production and his stats have taken a dip from what he was putting up these last 2 seasons. Also has a $16 million cap hit. And we have multiple early picks in this upcoming draft where we could just select a receiver to replace Diontae. Namely, the guy that's being brought up most, former Pitt wide receiver, former Kenny Pickett teammate, and former Biletnikoff Award winner, which was the best wide receiver in college football in 2021, Jordan Addison. And KP8, while he's making all these media rounds, continues to talk up.
He's a talented guy, man. He's one of the best that I've been around. Just an all-around receiver, just a route runner. You know, his speed will surprise people. I don't think people were giving him enough credit for the speed. So, you know, I'm excited to see where he ends up, hopefully in the black and gold.
But here's why I actually think Diontae is not going to get traded this offseason. And this is something that I really wasn't aware of, and I don't think it's talked about that much. But what happens to the cap hit when a player is traded? I just assume typically the other team takes on the full cap hit. But that's not always the case. So if you look at this scenario with Deontay Johnson, if the Steelers trade him before June 1st, let's say before the draft, I'll also show you what happens if we were to trade him after June 1st. We would not be clearing up the $16.3 million that is his cap hit on our cap space. We would have to take on $11.6 million in dead cap, which would only free up $4.6 million for us. So my thing is this, is it worth just freeing up $4.6 million in cap space to lose a guy, to lose a proven receiver in Diontae Johnson just like that, who I would say, I mean, we have his qualms, or we have our qualms about him with the drops and whatnot, but I'd still say he's a top 25, top 20 receiver. Also consider that you don't know what you're going to be getting in the draft. Like, I'm assuming if you do make this trade, you're thinking about drafting Jordan Addison. But who's to say he's going to be available when the Steelers pick at 17? And then also, if he's not available, what are you going to get from one of those other rookie receivers? And who's to say they're going to just come in and match Deontay's production right in their rookie year like that in a snap of a finger? On the flip side, though, the case for the trade and why it weirdly still does make sense, even though you're not clearing all that $16.1 million of the cap hit, is you're still getting 4.6, which could be used to sign a guy like Terrell Edmunds. And if you're going to bet on a team and their track record for drafting rookie receivers, it would be the Pittsburgh Steelers. And just with how a lot of these receivers have been coming in over the last several years, they've been like putting up top 5 or top 10 numbers in their first seasons, like a Jamar Chase, like a Justin Jefferson. This year, you have a Chris Olave, a Garrett Wilson, or a George Pickens. Now, that's not always the case. It's a lot more hit or miss with that. But the Steelers have definitely earned the benefit of the doubt when it comes to drafting receivers. So you would be able to, presumably, if you think one of these rookie receivers can come in, you can match Deontay's production. You can clear $4.6 million in cap space and bring back a guy like Terrell Edmunds. And then if you look at Deontay's 2024 portion of his deal, you wouldn't have to be dealing with as much dead cap. It goes from 11 to then 5, and then you'd have $10 million in cap savings for the following offseason. So these are all the reasons that the deal actually still weirdly makes sense. I still don't really think the Steelers are going to do it, though. You also have the option for a post-June 1st trade, which would lessen the blow for the dead cap, but I'm assuming the Steelers really wouldn't operate like this. Like, why keep Diontae on the roster? You got to assume he's going to be working with Pickett in the offseason just to then trade him right before the season's about to start, like a month before training camp and then the preseason and all that. I just don't really think the Steelers operate that way, but as you can see, if we were to trade him after June 1st, it would be only $5.8 million on the dead cap. It would be $10.5 million in savings. So with me, I just don't feel like the Steelers are going to trade a top 20 or top 25 receiver just to clear. Now, it wouldn't be just to clear $4.6 million in cap space. It would be part of the whole arrangement. I just don't feel like they're going to do that. Now, listen, they traded Claypool in the middle of the season when I didn't think they were going to do that. So who knows what Omar Khan's going to do. I could go either way with it. I really could. It just depends on who you're going to get. Like, if you told me we were guaranteed to get Jordan Addison, you don't have to trade up to get him. And the fact that I didn't even mention this, too, another reason as to why this makes sense, you would still be getting a pick back for Diontae. I'm assuming right now it'd be like a second or a third round pick. So, man, like, if you were to tell me we were definitely getting Jordan Addison, I think I would give this trade the green light. But other than that, I think there's just too much uncertainty. And a guy with Deontay Johnson that I feel like the rapport was only getting better with Pickett as the season went along. George Pickens is going to emerge as the wide receiver 1, but as the roster's constructed right now, Deontay Johnson could be that perfect wide receiver 2. And we can still keep Diontae and draft the Jordan Addison and then figure things out later. Because as much as I was talking about Calvin Austin in one of my previous Big Deke News episodes, he's not proven. So you could have like 4 stud receivers or 4 receivers with a ton of talent and potential and then just see how it plays out. But let me know what you guys think if you want to trade Deontay Johnson, because I know a lot of people have been talking about that. But I feel like it's more 50-50 as opposed to everyone. Basically, like 95% of Steeler fans wanted Matt Canada gone. So let me know if you want to trade Deontay Johnson. Let me know if you think the Steelers will trade Deontay Johnson down in the comments. But also, I got another announcement, big announcement here. I created a new channel. We got Deke Gaming. All of the Madden content, all of the gaming content will be exclusive on that channel here on out. Reason I did this is I think going forward, I'm going to have enough content to post relatively frequently. So I didn't want to clutter things up with this channel right now. We got some good things going with Big Deke News. This is going to be, Steelers talk, NFL talk, sports talk more just here. I'm going to devote the other channel to gaming. So I'll drop the link down below. Go subscribe over there. I actually have a bunch of content in the back burner right now ready to post. Probably will get it once we start getting up to like 100 subscribers or something like that. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know, got a new channel going. It's going to be the same stuff, like the Madden content. I'm just moving it over there. And I think it will be better because I'll be able to have it more focused on gaming, just that channel. But like I said, let me know what you guys think of the stuff I talked about down in the comments. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is, Saturday. Almost back to Monday. One more day. But yeah, stay chilling. Peace.